What is up gamers, M107 here, and Metal Hellsinger just came out, so I'm here with a dope or nope video where I share my personal experience so that you can decide whether or not you want to buy the game. And just so you know, it's spoiler free. So Metal Hellsinger, a rhythm-based arena shooter developed by the Outsiders studio, which was founded by former DICE devs. Yep, you heard that right, so we've got a brand new FPS that goes around metal music, and it was developed by Battlefield devs. You interested? Let's dive a bit deeper. Well, you play in the shoes of a female demon who's also a singer. Demons in hell call her the Unknown because they're dumb, at least that's what the game says. She was trapped in hell and someone called the Judge took her voice so she can't sing ever again. Apparently, the Judge rules the hell and you as the Unknown must fight her in order to get your voice back. There are 8 hells and you gotta go through them all if you want that shiny voice of yours. There's also a storyteller called Paz. He's a scholar, right? Let's be clear, and somehow he's your first weapon. He shoots some kind of a projectile or something. Well, it's a bit weird, but that's basically all that goes on with this story. You might find it a bit Doom-like when you first look at it, but I gotta tell you, Hellsinger is a game that's different from most of the games you've ever played, including Doom. It's really fast-paced, like a lot. There's just a lot going on. See the crosshair? Those are actually beats of the background music, and if you try to stay synced with it, everything gets smoother. I mean, you can reload in the blink of an eye, you deal a hell of a lot more damage than usual, and to be honest, you need the beat to progress because the game gets faster and harder as you push through missions. You've got a loadout customization entering each hell. Upon completing a hell, you've got 3 specific challenges called torments that I believe are harder than the actual game itself, and they somehow let you practice without being worried about dying. Anyway, torments award you with relics. They are somehow perks that boost specific attributes and you can choose between them to somehow form your own playstyle. Each hell is guarded by a chief demon called Aspect. Simply put, there are bosses that you encounter in the end of each chapter and you've got quite a few of them ahead of you. Probably the hardest part of any hell is the boss fight, and they are just as difficult as you want them to be. As you play, you'll collect points that can be spent on your resurrection later so you can respawn or resurrect after you die. The highest difficulty does not offer any resurrection, it's a one-way ticket, you will die and that's it. You gotta start the chapter from the beginning, so choose wisely. I think the game is relevantly hard, just not as hard as recent Doom titles. We've got power-ups all around to build up beat streak quicker. In each hell you find a new weapon that you can use in any hell as you find it. Each weapon has its unique ultimate that deals a massive amount of damage. Moving on, you have metal being played all over the place. I mean, just listen for yourself. Yeah, well, apart from this high volume metal, the music selection is perfect. I was literally headbanging while I was playing the game. The music does a pretty good job connecting you with the environment, so shout out to the Outsiders for their great music taste. The environment is pretty much what you expect. Well, it's hell, right? You need to have some fire and skulls all around, you need some darkness, some demons out there, and you get them all in Hellsinger. Every hell has a different design, so you find yourself in a completely new environment each time. Weapon diversity and demon diversity was fine by me. There are always people out there who want tons of weapons and demon varieties to slay, but for me, it was on point. And the graphics are just fine, we're talking about a small studio, can't expect Unreal Engine 5 level of visuals, and for their numbers, they did a great job. The game looks absolutely nice. A fast-paced FPS like Hellsinger needs to be smooth as duck, man. I mean, even a tiny stutter seems to be huge when it comes to games like this. And well, that's great, because you probably won't notice anything during your playthrough. Game performance is great on PC. I don't have an absolutely high-end overkill PC, but the game just runs perfect. Didn't notice anything yet whatsoever. However, I've experienced some kind of crashes here and there, and I've seen people complaining about this issue, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't in between hells, so no progress lost so far. If you guys have played the game on Xbox or PlayStation, let me know how the performance was. There are some environmental details that show us how much time and effort was behind the scenes. Power-ups and even Hellfire is on beat. That alone kinda helps you connect better with the rhythm and to be on the beat as well. Also, the menu has some interesting details. Watch how things change when I move the cursor, especially when you quit the game, the animation is really convenient. Now the game is lacking some features. As an example, you don't get a photo mode, which is a bit disappointing. Not only that, but you can't turn the HUD off completely. Not a big deal, but I hope a new patch actually adds this feature to the game. Not only for screenshots, some hardcore dudes out there like to play the game without any HUD, which apparently that's a no-go for them right now. So here we are, Metal Hellsinger, dope or nope? To be honest, I enjoyed playing it. I loved the music, it's really nice, the gameplay is entertaining. Looks like other Steam users find it a decent game as well because the reviews are overwhelmingly positive. Would be nice to see a photo mode later on because the environment really calls for those screenshots, and some more HUD options are also necessary. And so it gets a dope for me. The Outsiders did a solid job and there's no denying that. I want to know how you guys feel about the game. If there's anything missing in the video, do us all a favor and mention it in the comments section. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Stay cool.